What is up, guys? It is Regulus here, and thank you for joining me back in the hollow marshes of Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. If you missed the last episode, make sure to go check it out, because we did escape from Fort Joy into the hollow marshes.
They will not be mourned.
Marshes. And we are now looting some dead magisters, in which we just picked up an order from Dallas. So we should probably check out exactly what that is. From the desk of her ladyship Dallas, right hand to Bishop Alexander, son of the divine. There will be no more excuses. How is it that you have not crushed this rebellion yet? For your own sakes, you'd best find and dispose of the dregs of these seekers, before you meet the same end as Atusa. That's the lizard magister that got killed in the second episode, I believe. The Source King's weapons do us no good if the Seekers lay hands on them first. Thankfully, some of you remain useful. Amos has reported Seeker movement to the south and east of the bridge leading out of Fort Joy. Spear them, slice them, burn them, I don't care, but see that they are gone. Signed by Dallas. So, in a bit of a place here, aren't we now? I don't really know where to go. So you guys may have seen I knew Fort Joy relatively well, but I do not know the rest of this game half as well as Fort Joy. So we're going to be shooting in the dark a little bit more this time round, which is kind of exciting, but also kind of terrifying. Might as well pick up some of this stuff. I actually just picked up a harpoon. How is the damage on that? 10 to 11. Nothing fantastic, nothing really worth going for.
Intriguing. How did noxious bulbs end up here?
So you can see there is some blue noxious bulb, red noxious bulb. Basically what they do is they spurt water, fire, etc., whatever the colour is, basically. And they can be some dangerous little boys. We did just find a dwarven skeleton who had some actual decent loot on him. That's quite exciting. You'll see that the bloody marshes, we will learn how beautiful they are. So much to do, so much to see. Not such little time. We have as much time as we freaking want. Oh, that's about to...
These plants look truly sinister.
Bloody
They're arranged
right.
in a ring. Is that a natural occurrence?
So we can actually move that plant. So we're just chucking down there. Here's an electric plant. Luckily we moved him out of the way so he could not electrocute the water. And we do have to be very careful, because I believe these plants will set off pretty easily and may result in our untimely death quite quickly if we're not careful. So I think smart idea would be to not loot that chest, because I feel like that is going to screw us over. Instead we'll talk to the severed head.
Sits on its stick. Its eyes snap open and dart from you to the nearest noxious bulb, and back to you again.
Open the chest there! Go on! You know you want to! Open the chest! There's loot in it! Open the chest!
Observe that he is missing most of his body. It indicates poor judgment.
Just open the chest! Good things happen! Very good things!
The last time your curiosity got the better of you, it did not end well.
Voice fine! There's pretty stuff in the chest! Beautiful stuff! Open the chest and find out!
We have much in common, and you shouldn't lose your
He
head.
gives you a look that says, "Really? You went with that?"
Tell him you're sorry, but he's a pain in the
He
neck.
rolls his eyes.
Tell him you're reluctant to leave, seeing as he has no body to talk
His
to.
look turns to one of contempt.
Tell him you have to leave. Ask him if he's sticking
He
around.
grits his teeth in anger.
Ask if he's okay. He looks like he might have a headache.
His look now carries pure hate.
Tell him you don't mean any offense. Ask if you can part as friends. Offer to shake hands on it. Oh my god, I feel like an
His
asshole.
eyes dart around, from grass to tree to sky, back to grass. He's pretending you aren't there.
Tell him you realise you've offended him. Apologise. You make jokes when you're nervous. If he doesn't like it, he can always stick his fingers in his ears. Oh.
The severed head closes its eyes, pretends it's dead.
You grin to yourself and turn away.
So I don't think there was any benefit to that besides just being a real mean person. Let's talk to severed head number
The
2.
severed head sits rotting on a stick. The last vestige of an ear juts from above its too prominent jawline. A fly buzzes about its nose. Its eyes open. It looks at you. When it speaks, it struggles to move its impaled jaw.
I don't know who you are. Hear this. Don't open the chest. Don't open the chest. Whatever you do, don't open the chest.
Intriguing. Move towards the chest, if only to examine it more closely.
Don't open the chest.
Ask him how he intends to stop you opening the chest.
I shall rely on your honour and consent. I shall rely on your honour and intelligence.
Ask what you can do to help with our hero tag.
Help! Help! Just don't hold the chest out, help! Also,
Gently tell it to go on.
you look like a good sort. Could you scratch our nose?
In your little picture, it looks like you don't have a nose. I'm going to be honest.
The severed undead head looks at you with puppy dog eyes. You're touched and revolted.
Scratch his nose.
You lean across and scratch the dead head's nose. Skin sloughs from the nose onto
Oh.
your finger.
Oh.
You shake it off. It won't come off.
Uh-oh.
Pretending to pat the man's head, you wipe your finger in his hair.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Ugh.
That's it.
Ugh.
That's it. That doesn't mean you can open the chest, because you can't.
Tell him that one of his buddies really wants you to open the
Don't
chest.
listen to him. He's crazy. He wants to die. He does. Oh, no, we are good. He'll kill us all. Don't open the chest.
Ask him what crime saw him end up a head on a stick.
Same old story. Usual story. Ain't this state again a good and rotten worker? I was a professional. Lost my head for it. Oh, and it turned out I lost iodine. Iodine. The history.
Missing a jaw's not doing you too well, is it, friend? What did you do for work when you were alive?
We were A's elders. We held A's. We constructed labyrinths. Ragus Rex himself said the one with the gargoyles was the S.A.'s ever. Right before we cut off our heads.
Oh, Ash. Ask about the gargoyle maze. What did it hide?
Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't. Ask the A's elder doesn't give away the king's secrets. I listen sealed. I listen. I'll say nothing is wine.
Point out that the king rewarded his loyalty and his expertise by cutting off his head and planting it on a stick. He owes this Brachus nothing.
True. Aren't you civilized cousins survived the howly Ludolf? Ludolf. Massacre. Slaughter! So you're not all evil. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have a code.
Oh, come on, you can
We
break the
are
code, can't ya?
Master Maze Elders. We construct the finest labyrinths. We do not give away our secrets. Do your worst.
The head closes its eyes. The conversation is over.
Okay,
Back away from the chest. Open it.
let's talk to this boy. Being careful not to accidentally touch a bulb.
All we're saying is don't open the chest, or bad things will happen. Exploding things.
Tell him you're not sure you're talking to the same head. Tell him you're not sure you're talking to the same head you talked to before.
We all look the same to you, do we? One head's as good as another, is it? Well, that's just lovely. Hope you're ashamed of yourself.
Oh, God.
Don't make things worse. Don't open the chest.
What happens if I open the chest, though, Mr. Severed Head number 3?
If you open the chest, bad things will happen. Not nice things. Bad things. If you don't flaunt, the flora all around us, I mean to say, it'll go off.
Yes, you say with an eyebrow arched. But to whom will these bad things happen?
The head's eyes widen in horror.
Oh god.
Kill perfectly innocent heads like us just to see what's in a chest, would ya? There's no honour anymore. None at all.
Pretty sure last time I played through this part of the game, I just opened the chest straight away. Didn't even talk to these
The
guys.
head closes its eyes. The conversation is over.
Okay. Is there more? There is another severed head over here. Okay. Hello, severed head.
Get lost. Don't own the chest.
Oh.
Get lost.
Well, you don't want to talk very much. So there's one guy that wants us to open the chest more than anything. And the rest of them seem very insistent on me not opening the chest. I think for now, we are going to leave the chest be. Don't touch the bulbs, guys. Okay, yeah, we're going to leave the chest be for now. We can always come back and grab it if we need to. Now we're going to do a bit of a sneak because I don't trust this location. Pretty sure it's very possible to get ambushed in this location. Yes, it sure is, but it wasn't an ambush because we were ready.
We meet again.
Oh, you have terrible range, don't you, Sabille? Oh, well, you can go behind you then. So we're up against a bunch of Voidwoken. That's right, they are just the little boys, which isn't too much of a problem. Obviously, no Voidwoken is particularly fun to fight, but it is better than, you know, dangerous Voidwoken, such as the giant Kraken that attacks your ship. Now, summon the Incarnate there so we could get the blood infusion, and I will just summon a wood totem right here, which will take a shot at the vicious Voidling, and then we will use our Incarnate to run to here, or there, and then we'll use our Mosquito Swarm, and then try and get closer. And he died because of the Mosquito Swarm, lovely.
More of them.
And more Voidwoken
Beasts are damn
spawned.
persistent.
Obviously not particularly beneficial for us. That counts as a wall there, apparently. That's a bit frustrating. It's alright though. Let's go in there. And then just take a mad swonk at him.
This world is ours.
They are talking and not avoiding fire. Now this is where it gets a bit terrifying. Oh, he's going straight for Losa. That's not particularly good. Lightning on you. And then we'll actually use favorable wind because I want everyone to be, I think it makes you quicker. And then we will use haste on the Red Prince. Lovely jubbly.
Die. Pass away. Your essence. Vermin. Thieves. Pests. Leeches.
That's right. These voidlings are not particularly nice. They seem to be not big fans of owls, by the sounds of it, which is kind of terrifying. You wouldn't expect these little insect things to be able to talk, but they can. Good work, Sabille. Might as well use our little adrenaline boost and we'll go for a flurry, why not? Lovely jubbly. These Voidwoken are getting some hits off on us, which is a bit of a frustration, but that's alright. We are going to summon a... Why does that count as a wood totem? I put it in blood or oil and it went wood. That's a bit frustrating. It's alright though. We will also give Farsight Infusion to our little boy, because I do believe that more Voidwoken will spawn once we kill a few more. Which obviously isn't the best thing in the world. Let's give you a superpower. Lovely shot right there. Can we not attack Losa, please? Lovely, finished him off. Okay. There's actually a Voidwoken right here that we can attack with the Red Prince. Boom. And we'll go for another hit. Boom. And then realistically, I want to finish it off with the fire. Boom, and then we get executed. So, whoa, here they come. Here come the big baddies, so we can, boom, set everything on fire, apparently. Wasn't particularly expecting that to happen, but it happened, that's alright. Okay, we can't see any of the void working, so we might as well just pummel this one. Lovely. Good work, Losa. And then, you know what? You can probably encourage everyone. Good work. And then I think that's you done. Luckily, our little boy here gets a turn. We can take a good swing at him. Then use our Farsight Infusion to throw blood at him.
We are the beginning and the end. We were first.
They will return, and they were first. It's getting a bit ominous. All that oil screwed him over, thank God. Oh, Sabille. Oh, taking some damage. Nice attack of opportunity there. Lovely work. For some reason, they all love targeting Losa. Gonna do a little walk around behind you so we can get a nice backstab. Awesome. He's gonna go for the Red Prince and then try and run and get taken out. We actually ranked up from that. That's awesome. I think we're now level 6, which is fantastic. Summon a new totem. And then, you know what? We will use our Staff of Magus. We don't really use it very often. Oh, we just burnt a bunch of things, but that's alright. Can you... Apparently Fane is now poisoned, which is actually really good for us. Don't know who poisoned him. I'm assuming it's just one of the Voidwoken. Good work. Totems are putting in work, even just the standard wood totems. The Voidlings also are kind of screwing themselves over considering they are purposely walking through the fire. I don't know if it's on purpose, but they're just not avoiding it. Okay, go for a nice swing there, Red Prince, lovely. And then you're going to try and move out of the fire. Okay, this Voidwoken's going to get 2 attacks on Losa. Sabille, that's alright though. Okay, where are the baddies? Okay, you're still alive, so we can pummel the heck out of you. We'll just use our wand for that, to be honest. I don't think there's much point using anything more. Then we'll try and get out of the fire a little bit with Losa. Then we're gonna... Oh, I wanted to attack, not move. That's alright though. Get a nice swing off there. Then we're gonna run in this direction. And then we can actually... He turned around, so we're not behind him anymore, but we can backlash him. And then wipe him out. I think we need to get Sabille, the Executioner ability. I think that would be very beneficial to her. We are actually going to heal the Red Prince. Target is out of sight? How the heck is he out of sight? He's definitely in the sight line. You're joking. Okay, fine. We'll move here for 0 AP and then do it. Excuse me? Is he like in... Oh, he must be in smoke or something. So she can't see him. That's really annoying. It's alright though, because we are about to win this battle. Let's... Oh, you can't see? My goodness. These stone walls are giving us real bad vision in this bloody battle. Luckily, it's not a too difficult battle. So it's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? Let's just supercharge this boy. Why not? Good work. No one is shooting because they can't see, apparently. But the Red Prince can, and he misses anyway. Lovely. Good work, everybody. I'm very proud of you all.
Who said that?
Someone's talking to me, apparently. Someone said, "Come to me, my child." Now you can actually see we're in this blue mist, which heals us. Surprisingly, yeah, how interesting. And everyone wants to talk. Let's have a chat, guys.
Voidlings lie in heaps around you, a miasma of cursed fluid pooling at your feet.
There were so many. Nothing we couldn't handle, though.
Those filthy beasts were like rats. A swarm most vile, but
vanquished as a matter of course.
We can't get caught up in another battle like that. They're only getting worse.
I think we did pretty well. I think that was our best battle, Losa, so calm
It
down.
came wave after wave after wave. Relentless. Jolly good fun, actually.
Sabille, big fan. Okay, so, ooh, this person had some nice stuff on them. Now we're gonna loot the voidlings. A lot of them probably won't have anything, but we are gonna loot the ones that do, just to get anything that may be sitting on the corpses. Take it all, take it all. And then there's one more up here. Lovely. And we should probably go for the classic rank up time. That's right, guys. Gonna go 1 intelligence, and we're actually gonna add memory to you. We need to make sure we add memory to Losa, because she has lots of abilities that she needs to be able to use. We're gonna go persuasion. Still a good idea. We are gonna do thievery, I think. I think on Sabille, thievery is gonna be our go-to. Sabille is a finesse god. That's right. And then let's go for Scoundrel again this time around. We can focus on Huntsman a bit later. Cool. Losa. Now later in the game there is a respec place. Basically what that means is you can respec all this stuff with your character. So if you make a mistake, you can always go and fix it. It's not too much of a problem. And Losa, I guess Losa's our lore master. She can identify things. Red Prince, you have one purpose and one person alone. Purpose, and that is to kill everything in sight. You are our barter as well, so technically you have 2 purposes. Now we did pick up a ring, which we will give to, I think the Red Prince deserves a little bit more magic armor. Nothing crazy, but better than nothing at the same time. Now that actually hurts Fane, because it is a healing aura, and as we know, healing spells hurt skeletons, so we've got to be very careful of that type of thing. Now there is a squirrel up here, and a dead magister. Let's go see what happened. Hello, squirrel.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash!
Ask the squirrel to tell you the problem, so you may deal with it post-haste with our hero tag.
One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan! I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times. But I saw them! I saw the shinies!
Shinies? Ask him what he means.
Shinies! Darkness left, then light again. Warm. Saw glints in sand and dirt. Can't go there now. Salamanders. They like the meat. I don't want to be meat.
Tell him you'll be careful around the salamanders.
Okay. I hope you find shinies. They make happy.
We should get up like Sir Laura speak to the squirrel. That'd be cool. Okay, you guys can probably see as well. There is some big, terrifying things down here. The noxious void salamander. Void salamander. That is a dead one. Void salamander. Dead voidling. Dead vicious voidling. So there's lots of stuff. Dead seeker. So I don't really think that we are going to head down there quite yet, because did I loot that dead magister? Yeah, I did. Because I don't really want to fight a bunch of giant salamanders quite yet. Let's be honest, it's not my idea of the perfect thing to do.
I sense great suffering ahead.
Ooh.
The agonies of an era and beyond.
We should probably do a little quick save, because there's a flaming pig. Oh,
The
Jesus.
pig is engulfed in flames, but her skin remains unsinged.
Express your shock. These are not ordinary flames. These pigs are engulfed by necrofire.
It's a hellish
Ask the pig how she came to be so cursed.
Does it matter? I beg you, help!
Tell her you aren't sure if you have any spells that would help her, but if she wants you to try, she'll need to calm down.
You aren't sure? How do I know it won't worsen the torment? How do I know you know anything at all?
Tell her you've got a talent for getting things done. There's no reason to think this time's any different. Lovely.
Okay, but I don't think...
Ooh, a feign intelligence persuasion. Promise her you know how it feels to be punished for sins you've long atoned for, but if she wants to be saved, she must trust you.
Yes, I have endured this for long. I can't endure longer. But please, please ease this burden, I beg you.
Take your leave and promise you will find a way to douse the flames.
Trust you. It looks like I have no choice.
So we have to find a way to stop these poor little piggies from being on fire. Now, I know how we're going to do that, but that is not going to happen quite yet. There's also, as you can see, quite a lot going on over here. Again, I'm going to say that's not a place we really want to explore yet. That's right, guys, there's a lot going on in this area, and I don't particularly want to be a part of it quite yet. We have gone through oil, so we're a bit on the slow side, but that should run out relatively soon. There we go. That's right. There is so much going on in the Hollow Marshes, guys. You've got to be very careful where you walk. Did I go this way? No, I didn't go all the way. Because there is, of course, there's a fire bulb in the way. But we can get around that. There's a noxious bulb, but I can get around that because I am Skeleton Boy. It's a rusted bell. So we can explore a little bit around here. It doesn't seem like there's much going on. But, you know, looks can be deceitful. Sir Laura is apparently electrocuted and poisoned. That's not particularly good, because he follows you even when you split up. Let's ring the rusted bell. There's someone on the map.
No sooner have you rung the ornate bell than the face of a lizard woman surfaces from behind a rock up on the ledge before you. Her stare is as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow.
Ooh, random lizard lady.
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no Magister, or draw one last deep breath.
Swear you are no Magister. All she can do is take your word for it.
I will not. You do not wear the collar of oppression. Explain.
Assure her there's nothing to worry about. Nabora, a tinkerer in Fort Joy, managed to get your collar
I have
off.
heard of this woman. No Magister would know. She can deceive our enemies, but sadly she cannot escape them. You do not share this weakness, as your presence here attests. I apologize for this steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll let you up.
With one graceful motion, the lizard throws down a tangled mess of vines for you to climb.
Come, ascend to the sanctuary of Amadia. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all.
So, we get to head up the vines to the something to do with Amadia. That's exciting. We're now in the sanctuary of Amadia. How exciting. I don't know how our companions are going to get here, but we'll just leave them for now.
Nice spot
We
to
aren't
pass
very
the
safe
time.
here, are we?
Waiting
So long
for
as
the
Gareth
end.
returns, we will be.
So long as Gareth returns, we will be okay. Nothing in there. So this is a nice little hideout up here.
He said his name. Barely even knew that much. But still...
Oh, it's Han!
You tried your best, Han.
So you took his boat. Good work. Oh, I switched to Sabille. Sorry, Sabille. Didn't want you to see what you can't experience.
Samadel, this is the one I told you about.
Ooh.
The dishevelled lizard eyes you with hope, though her hope is tinged with mistrust.
Han tells me you helped him out of Fort Joy. For that, you have my thanks.
Tell her she's welcome. Say that it was really Han who helped you, truth be
We
told.
helped each other. That's what sorcerers need to do nowadays.
Can I ask if... did you happen to meet a man named Gareth on your way here?
You didn't meet anyone named Gareth.
He'll be back, Samadel. I know he will. He has to.
He has to, indeed. We need our leader. And if he doesn't return with help soon, we have to hope.
Ask if I can help somehow.
You're kind to offer. But you'd best talk to Gareth's squire, Exeter. He'll know where your talents can be most used.
Okay.
Now, Han, let's take a look at your nasty leg injury.
You gotta have a look at all the spells, because people might have good ones. They do have good ones. We just need to stock up on some money. I feel like I should start selling some things. We need to get the Red Prince up here so I can sell.
Catch you later, Skipper. It's good you're here.
Let's see if there's a way for us to get through this, shall we? Let's go with the first option of fire. Well, that was actually... Oh, no! I'm stunned, and I'm caught in a bad place. Come on. Go, Red Prince. Oh, no. He's gonna die. Are you kidding me? Go, you fool. Oh. Oh, my God. Good work. That was so close. Red Prince almost just died. Luckily, our teammates were able to scram through there before they took any damage. Thank God. Let's just heal up again. I like to rest as many times as possible to make sure we're on maximum health. Hello, Fane. We have made it to you. Now we can speak. Oh, there's some dying people.
The
Simone.
young woman chews her lower lip as she observes the injured before her. She bends to grab a rag, wiping her blood-smeared hands. She looks up and sees you.
Regenerates magic armor for all allies around the caster. That sounds amazing. Armor of Frost, really good. My goodness, these people have such good abilities out here. We need to definitely get some money.
If you're looking for healing, sorcerer, well, there's not much I can do.
Noting the wounded, remark that she has a lot on her plate.
The woman wrings the blood-stained rag in her hands anxiously.
Magisters aren't known for their mercy. Many of us died. And the ones here will likely follow the same fate, by a slower road.
Query whether there's anything more that can be done for the injured.
I've done all I can. Their wounds are too great. All I can offer them now is prayer and a cup of water.
Ask if you might try your hand at helping them.
If you know a way, I'd be beyond grateful.
Ask if she's tried using healing magic.
All I've got is my own two hands and...
She trails off and limply gestures to her paltry makeshift infirmary.
But you have a bunch of skills in your inventory that could heal them. Like restoration. That would heal them, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not even a healer. Ours was killed in the attack. I'm just a cook.
Say you have a healing potion. Perhaps that could help.
A few hours ago that might have helped. Look at their pallor. Only magic can pull them back from the brink now.
Tell her you'll see what you can
do.
Do
what you will. Just don't cause them any more suffering.
Okay, you know whose turn it is. It's Sabiel's turn. Okay, Sabiel, let's give this a nice bit of first aid.
My wounds have all but vanished. I didn't think. I was certain I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's right, Jules. I saved my fellow elves.
Thank you.
Say it was nothing, and ask what happened to him.
The Magister flagship. It has ballast that tore our ship into kindling. The shard from our own mast pierced my side.
Oh dear.
I'm lucky the others managed to haul me all the way here. Especially after I saw what the Magisters did to those of us they captured.
He shudders at the memory.
They turn the living into shriekers. Crucified wretches that unleash pure destruction on anyone who tries to pass. Nobody survives those things.
And we will be seeing those things quite shortly in the future, I believe, and you will understand what he's talking about.
Thank the person who saved my life. As it is, all I can offer is, well, it's not much, but maybe you'll find some use for it. Thank you.
What are you offering us, friend?
The fog.
Nothing? Did you just give me nothing? Feel a bit ripped off.
That's better.
Did he actually give us nothing, or did he give us something and I just... Oh no, he did.
Claude.
Bleed fire. Enemies will bleed fire when hit. Reduces fire resistance, also creates a small fire surface beneath the target and ignites surfaces in the area. Wow, that's a cool skill.
Mateys, let me change your dress.
Okay, and time to heal the next laddie. Boom.
You healed me. How did you... Oh, never mind. I don't
We got a
care
skull
how.
amulet.
I only care that today won't be my last.
I'm surprised that no one here has ever used a healing spell. That girl literally has restoration skill books in her inventory. I'm a bit worried about these people. Say it was the least you can do and ask what happened to him.
I don't remember much. I barely had time to realize the Magisters were attacking before I was injured. The last thing I saw were these things, these shriekers.
So here we go, the shriekers again.
Those Magisters are gonna pay in blood for what they did to us. If my mother were here, she'd box my ears for not being able to thank you properly. Though I reckon that walloping from the Reds was punishment enough. Take this, at least. It'll have to do. Thank you.
Alright, friend. I'm glad I could help. And what does this do? 11 magic armor. It is a little bit of a shame that all of our characters still have their necklaces... Wait, yeah, their necklaces on. Except for Fane. But when we manage to remove the necklaces, then we should have enough amulets and whatnot to put on everyone. And now we need to heal Mattis.
Anna, how do you have so much power?
Please. What?
You've healed us. All of us. I owe you a debt. We all do.
What happened to you?
The Magisters attacked our camp back at the harbour. I caught one of their arrows right in my side. That would have been a slow death. I've seen it before.
Question whether he'll be able to join in the fight to try and escape the
He
island.
lands a comradely slap on your back. His strength has definitely returned.
Don't you doubt it. This old war serpent's still got some fight left in him. Especially now that wound is healed.
Well, I'm glad that I could help everyone out. You didn't give me a reward though. Bit disappointed. But is that everyone now? Did I heal all 3?
Please. What?
I believe everyone is healed.
It seems the wounded will pull through. Thank the gods.
You should definitely give me a discount, but okay.
It seems the wounded will pull through. Thank
Oh, you only have 12 gold. I can't even like sell anything good to ya. Gold value. That's worth quite a lot. We need to find someone to sell good stuff to. Do you
Samadel's focus
enjoy?
and attention is wholeheartedly devoted to tending
Nope.
Pan's.
So, nobody here has any good money, unfortunately.
Healed me. I was bound for death, and they saved me. It's a miracle.
You know I saved you, right? Whatever. I don't mind. I don't need the praise. Okay, what is that big book up there? Why is that so big? The crafting Bible. I want it. That's the biggest freaking book I've ever seen. Let's have a read. Doodle-doo. Wrong ingredient. Book. Oh, we just learned 30 new recipes. No wonder that was such a big book. Okay, so we're gonna explore this camp a bit more. There's a bunch of people here. Who's this? Oh, this is Extar,
A young man in oversized
Squire, I
paced
believe.
around a table covered with a spread of maps. His face a tight scowl of frustration.
Whoa, you have so much to sell. Oh, polymorph. So we don't actually have, I believe, any characters with polymorph at the moment, but we may look into speccing into it in the future because polymorph can be quite good. Okay, so this guy has cloak and dagger, so a teleport ability for Sabille. He also has lots of money. We are gonna sell to him once we're done talking.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it. What good are battle tactics against those things anyway?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you?
See, tilt your head curiously. He may call you Fane.
Funny. On the run from Fort Joy, are you? A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one.
Pause, and say you met an elf named Verdus in Fort Joy's dungeons, who mentioned a group who might seek you out.
You met Verdus? Oh, then he's as good as dead. We're the seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him. Instead, we've failed him.
Mention that Verdus seemed to recognize you as the same as him. Does he know what that might mean?
You, a Godwoken? Surely not. Though if Verdus said so.
Ooh. This is the first we've heard of being a Godwoken.
You could be important, but there's no way to be certain until we've left this blasted island behind us.
I'm fine with that, my dude. The sooner we can leave this place, the better.
The young man anxiously fidgets with his curved bow. You've found a matter close to his heart, evidently.
That's easier said than done, I'm afraid. Much easier said. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already.
Ask who they are and what they're doing here before you goes any further.
Seekers, well, we guard the true principles of Lucian. There are sorcerers who can follow in his path and become divine, Godwoken. We seek them out and protect them.
So he called us Godwoken before, which means we could become divine. We could be the next Lucian. What?
Verdus was a Godwoken, our best hope.
Crazy.
Our last hope, most likely. We tried to free him, but we failed. Now all we can do is flee.
Oh, he can't have been that good of a Godwoken if he bloody died, can he?
The Shriekers block all escape routes, though. We can't get off this island until we get past them.
Ask if they'll be able to find any more Godwoken even if they do manage to escape.
Our chances are dwindling. It seems as though someone's been killing what few Godwoken there are.
Isn't Bishop Alexander a Godwoken? But I suppose they probably don't want to work with, like, the leader of the Magisters.
Alexander himself is Godwoken, but he hasn't risen yet.
Look, he said
He
it.
hasn't succeeded his father as the Divine. I wouldn't put it past him killing other Godwoken to eliminate any competition.
He doesn't seem like the worst guy, though. Like, I don't know, he didn't come across as, like, the bad guy. I feel like the Magisters in general did, but he doesn't come across as much of a bad guy at this point.
If he's behind this, then he's putting the future of Rivellon at stake just to soothe his bruised ego. We need to get past those Shriekers, to find someone worthier than him.
Ask what these Shriekers are.
They were sorcerers once, but after whatever perversions the Magisters subjected them to, they're death incarnate. If they can see you, they can kill you. Instantly.
Instantly? Oh dear.
After we retreated here, our leader, Sir Gareth, set out looking for some ancient weapons that could counter those things. Then we could break the Magister blockade and escape this island.
Well, I'm guessing that's going to be our quest, to find the ancient weapons, kill the Shriekers, and escape the island.
But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave.
I'll look for Gareth and the weapons, if that's what it takes to get off this island.
You'll help us?
Of course I will, dude. I'm possibly Godwoken.
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise, we'll get you as far away from this place as possible.
Lovely. But before I go and help you, how about we do some buying and selling, my friend?
Oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of mats.
Okay.
His face a tight scowl of frustration.
We should probably...
Every approach blocked.
No, we've had this conversation already. We need to transfer some nice equipment to the Red Prince in order to do some selling. So we will transfer all of our gold to the Red Prince for one. I don't think it makes a difference. I think it all pulls, but we will send it to him anyway. These teeth are worth 280. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. The Spear of Brachus, we might as well sell it if we're not going to use it anymore. Ruby? Yeah, Ruby, you know, it was a good thing to sell. good Pokemon game too. Send that to the prince. We'll keep the crest. We need to keep Zahelia's crest to help her escape from the place. Invisibility potion, amulet, knockdown arrow, wizard armor. You know what? We will just go in and sell what we've currently got and see how we go.
And what do you want?
Sort by gold value. So we can sell this sword. Sell the teeth. Okay, so it's not worth as much as it says it is. I think that's like if you have max Sparta skills, it's worth that much. That's alright though. We're still getting a decent amount of money from this stuff. Lovely. We got some solid money from that. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, do we want to buy anything from you? That's the question. Chloroform is quite good. Destroys magic armor, then tries to set sleeping. Does not break invisibility or sneaking. We really need to go in with Sabile as more of a sneak character, like maintained sneak, don't we? You know what? I think we are going to actually save up for a little longer before we try to... what's the word? Buy stuff. You know, we want to get the good stuff and not settle. So let's have a bit more of an explore around here. Looks like we can also get here from that place. So we can go down there, and I think that's where the salamanders are? No? Wait, what's there then? Oh, okay. Maybe we need to go for a bit of an explore down there once we finish talking to everyone in the Sanctuary of Amadia. There's two people down here by the looks of it, a dwarf and a lady.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear. She's staring blankly into space.
Blood and bone, fire and smoke, death and worse.
Oh, not worse.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. You're safe now. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home. You'll see. He'll be fine.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers.
Ask her about what she's doing to her neck.
The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you aren't bushwhacked by the Magisters too.
I gotta admit, if you saw Fane with what he's wearing and his weapon and everything, you'd be scared. Like, I'd be scared. He does not look like a friendly guy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nick, she's remembering the damnable source collar she once wore.
Can anyone in here remove all of my source collars? That'd be nice.
Lucky for us, she had the skills to remove them.
Oh, she can remove them.
There's many a sorcerer that's been freed thanks to her.
That's exciting. You're very lucky to have such a talented sorcerer with you.
The dwarf smiles, his eyes filling with warmth as he looks at Leia.
Aye, we are at that.
Can she remove all of mine, please?
He strokes her hair as Leia leans her forehead against his shoulder, muttering quietly about Gareth.
Ask why Gareth is so important to Leia.
We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy. Shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us. Saved every one of us from that hell.
Wow, lucky you. Wish that had happened to us. We had to actually escape Fort Joy.
But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them shriekers. And all we can do is sit here, thinking about the Godwoken we didn't save.
I've heard that term before. Ask exactly what he means by Godwoken.
From fragments to whole. From their past to our future. From their hope to ours.
Now, if someone gave me that response, I would not be impressed.
She ain't detailed, but she ain't wrong. The Godwoken are our hope that a new divine can be born.
So they really haven't explained divine very much in this game, have they?
Someone to replace Lucian,
I know they will.
push back them Voidwoken. Someone to restore order and protect the source. I'd speak to Exeter if you want to know more.
How do you recognise a Godwoken?
There's ways, but I ain't privy to them. One thing I do know, mind. The Voidwoken have their number. They react to Godwoken like no one else.
Well, the Voidwoken were speaking to me earlier. I don't know if they speak normally, but they were speaking to me.
Dogs in wolves' clothing.
Shut up. You've seen enough Voidwoken for one lifetime.
From the sea. Teeth in the swamp, teeth in the air.
Can you stop being such a mysterious, terrifying lady?
Aye, there's enough of them about. But don't you worry none. Gareth will be back soon. Then we'll be home in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Wonder why Leia is so affected by Gareth.
Part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy.
He told
But
us
now
this.
he's off searching.
The dwarf starts to sing.
So I'm assuming you won't remove my collar?
Over Leia.
There, lass.
Okay, yeah, you won't remove my collar quite yet. That's a bit annoying, but understandable at the same time. Who are you, Gratiana?
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth.
Whoa, I like her outfit. It's cool.
2 dark holes in an ornate mask.
Armadia's blessings, child.
Whoa,
I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray, who are you?
She looks like the mother, or like the mother masks from Dying Light the Following, if anyone's played that. That's cool. As Fane, I'm going to tell her that I'm a stranger in these lands, and thank you, and I wish very much to go
I
home.
sincerely believe you. Well, stranger, you may always make a home here. You are most welcome in this place.
This big statue, by the way, is a statue of Armadia crying. It's an awesome looking statue, to be honest.
I am Gratiana, priestess of Armadia. It is a privilege to welcome you to her sanctuary from Brachus's vile swamps.
Why did you turn your home into a refuge for the Seekers?
She pauses for a moment before answering.
We must always strive to help those who suffer. For many years I did not understand that simple truth. For many more, I have tried to right the wrongs of my past.
Ooh, you've got some nice skills. Uncanny evasion. Target character's dodging is increased by 90%, movement speed by 20. That is such a good ability. Oh, can these people stop talking, please? Yeah, that's such a good ability because 90% dodge means like people do not hit you. It's so good. Set it on your melee character and they're just gonna have so much trouble even touching you. It's so good. I might actually have to look into purchasing that for Losa because that is such a good ability. I think you can cast it on anyone, target character. Yeah, I think you can, which is even better. Ask what she did wrong in her
Despite
past.
the mask, you can feel her expression harden.
Time is a river, ever slipping.
I wonder if she's
down.
undead because she has such a
Does no
proper
good
mask
to
on.
mourn what's gone before, only to appreciate where the current carries us.
She was definitely a terrible person before this, wasn't
place I
she?
can worship the goddess Armadia and help those who come to me for aid. I live a good life. The person that I was is dead.
Thane, you pause, staring at her mask. Surely not. Yeah, Thane's got the same idea as I
The
do.
woman freezes in place. Starts to stutter.
It was nothing. Simply a turn of phrase. Nothing more.
Not in agreement. Very well. But you're so curious about this goddess of hers.
Armadia is the blessed mother of magic. All that use it can trace their skill back to her grace.
Oh, okay.
This is her shrine. She has sustained me here for many years, even when the evils of Brachus's swamp threatened to drown me. You look concerned, my child. Are you quite well?
Wave your hands dismissively, as Fane. It is nothing. Armadia just reminds me of
The
someone.
hooded figure stares at you, holding your gaze. It feels as if she is about to say something, but she hesitates before bowing gently.
Oh, she's got some
Very
secrets.
well, as you say.
Why did you decide to settle in such a desolate
It
place?
was not always thus. This swamp was once a rich, lush land before he came. Before Brachus.
Sounds like a long time ago. Wonder how long she's lived here, because apparently Brachus is like ancient history at this point. I don't know how ancient it is, but it sounds like it is when we spoke to Lord Rivermore.
I have been here for many years. It has given me a lot of time to reflect on the past and learn from it.
She's definitely undead. She's so cool looking though. I want her as my companion.
The torments of Brachus and of these magisters were not so different. Both purged source from this land. Indeed, the magisters have even taken Brachus's worst tools. First, the purging ones, and now those shriekers.
So Brachus used the shriekers as well.
Without something more powerful than these sticks the Seekers are armed with, those crucified monstrosities will kill them to a man.
Assure her that you'll find a way to
Twice
save them.
today I've heard those words. Their leader, Gareth, insisted that he could lead them out of this place. I told him of Brachus's cache of soul-forged weapons, arms not even the shriekers could stand against. He ventured out to find them, but has not returned. I fear for these souls, if he has come to any harm in the marsh. Without the wands he seeks, not one will escape this island.
Well, someone had better save him. Which way did he go?
He set off north, to the ruins of Brachus's source armory, but there is no way to know what he found there. Even if he survived the swamps.
Promise her you'll do everything you can to find him.
Ever in Armadia's grace, child.
I will do that. I will walk ever in Armadia's grace. And Fane seems to recognize someone similar to Armadia, which is
The face of a
interesting.
goddess lies half submerged in the water.
This is another waypoint so we can
Rivulets
fast travel
stream from
here.
her deep-set eyes, like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort.
You're intrigued to notice this is another statue of Armadia, very alike to the one you saw in the dungeons of Fort Joy.
As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze.
Listen intently, expose yourself to this unearthly
The voice
voice.
grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
Words.
My children.
Oh, we can actually hear
my
it.
Children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have wrought.
Commiserate with her plight. Few fates are worse than
A
hers.
feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits, torn together by a coil of thorns.
Oh.
My child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Armadia.
That's why the statue's crying. And as Fane, without a word in absolute privacy, allow the ache of her pain to fill your bones. The Eternals are gone. You have both lost your people.
You feel the goddess's presence surround you, feel her nestle you tenderly, like a mother.
Reach out and lay your hand against the carved stone, the Lady Armadia, whom you trusted above all others.
Fane the brave, Fane the savior.
So she knows
The
me.
intensity of her embrace deepens.
She knows
Never since
Fane.
the unremembered days of childhood have you been so enveloped in maternal safety.
My child, I love you. My own. I will guard you. Wander where you will, and cherish the kiss of Armadia.
What are you going to do for me? You going to give me some
Feel yourself
buffs?
shine with an inner light, rejuvenated and pure, as if born anew.
Oh, we did get a buff. What buff is that? How do I check? Character. Yeah, I think it's character. Blessed. Wow. Okay, we got a bunch of blessed. That's great, but it's probably going to run out before we actually get into any type of battle. Whoa, there's so much here. Why? Can I take all this? Oh, yes I can. Why can't I take that stuff? I don't know, but thank you very much. Anything good? Nothing great, to be honest. Well, let's talk to Kerbin quickly, shall we?
A grey-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He picks up a rapier, the blade nicked and splintered, the hilt twisted.
A crude tool. Cruder still when it's broken. Ask why he still
He
holds it.
holds the damaged blade up to the light.
Whoa, you're a necromancer and a summoner. We are gonna have to talk to you. We definitely want the power infusion.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first. It was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halorn. and he died for what he believed.
Ask what Halorn believed
What
in.
did Halorn believe in? He believed in truth. He believed in hope. He believed that Alexander is a killer of Godwoken. I believe that on one point at least, he was right.
Alexander, you bastard. Take the rapier. Note the bend near the point of the blade. Raise the sword and bring it down, flat and hard on the edge of the
The
table.
point breaks away, leaving a jagged edge. The sword is shorter now, but it'll do more damage.
Hand the rapier back.
Who are you?
Just another broken soul trying to get fix. Nod your goodbyes and turn away.
He realizes, to his surprise, that he holds the weapon in his hand, ready for battle. He smiles to himself, tucks the weapon away, and gets back to work.
What an interesting conversation. Well, guys, we are actually going to end this episode of Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition off here. Lots and lots of stuff done today, guys. Obviously, started exploring the Hollow Marshes. So much to do here, so much to do in the future. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you never want to miss any more of these episodes. And make sure to hit that bell button. And peace out, everybody. Boop, boop.